Okay, and welcome back. We're picking where we left off last time in Terra Invicta in our resistance run, where I think we're working on Tin Drop Radiator. This will help us make a little bit better ships. We're holding off doing a redesign on our ships so we can combo this and the adamantine armor, make our ships a little bit more speedy and or fuel efficient. We do have a grid drive, so when we pick up fleet combatants, we'll be able to do some sort of more colony ship-sized operations. And probably once we get a colony ship set up, and maybe even built, we may attempt to do the research into Venus and Mercury.
Offering counsel.
I have new information.
We know, okay, so we're going to repeat and continue with that.
Things are cooling off.
Do repeat and continue there.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Sure, continue raising support in
Order
the
is
United
returning.
States. And stabilizing Mexico. We're not going to go to war with the United States.
Policy direction complete.
Seek some peace with Nigeria. One thing I probably do want to do is let's go find our Martian base that is the best water mine. Distance, sort by water. So this location is going to get upgraded so that we can run the better mining complex. To get more water, so we have more water to fuel more ships, because, well, our ships are a bit of a gas guzzler right now. Be done in 40 days. And we're going to work on like one at a time here, so we don't shut everything down when we're using it. Okay, come to low Earth orbit. +2 to purge. Yeah, we're probably gonna want that at some point. We don't really need it right now, but
What's the up?
we're gonna have you go turn the Servants Counselor base 5. Can only get you up to 46. Oh, that's... I was hoping a little bit better. Yeah, given that that's that bad, we're not going to try to turn that counselor.
We'll recon the site.
You
Your
go,
orders?
go find a different one.
You'll see what they're up to.
Acknowledged.
Ready for orders. We'll see what we can find.
Oh, it's just a large alien life forms deposit. Okay. Okay, let's keep going.
Lending my expertise.
Defend interests. Okay.
Surveillance complete.
Another servants one. Working as a celebrity. Didn't tell us
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
what their loyalty is yet. Okay, someone has sanctioned investigations. Or has stolen
Things
some
are
information from us
stabilizing.
on sanctioned investigations.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Continue to improve relation or support. A fleet has arrived at low Earth orbit. Setting a trajectory straight for our combat fleet, so yeah. The paddling is about to begin, I think. Okay, so we've got the fleet at Farragut Station, 7 monitors large, versus a fleet that is larger than 7. So we will lose this battle. Doesn't mean we have to go down without fighting. We'll accept engagement. We'll start the battle. In front, full speed. I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of the heavier ships. I think that would be requiring a little bit too much focus fire. Especially seeing as we've only got 7 ships, and they have, I believe... Yeah, they have a full 10. So, unless I split tubes up between... ship tubes between different targets, we definitely don't have enough tubes to engage all targets. Much less deal with the heavy armor on the Titan and the Battle Cruiser. On the other hand, we probably have enough to take out all the little ones, except for one of them. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try 1 ship each to take out one of the other ships. This may be a mistake. We may not have enough firepower to penetrate the point defense on this many ships. So, that'd be you. 5 assigned. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one of the monitors is going to get away with nothing being shot at it. And then the big ships are going to get away with nothing being shot at them. But the big ships are also the ones that likely have too much point defense for us to adequately engage anyway. And besides that, order full speed ahead. The only likelihood where you're escaping from this alive is if the torpedoes do enough damage upon the enemy fleet that they let you disengage safely, which I think the answer is no. Okay, I think all the torpedo tubes are away. Ships are exploding. Both sides. Okay, so we were able to blow up all but 1 escort. And not enough to hit the corvettes or the monitors. Okay. There's an auto-resolve here. Don't think layer defense is going to take anything out. Yeah. 4 destroyed for 7. Another 4 damaged, and the big ships managed to get away with, like, no damage. Oof. And they've gone so far as to say, yeah, we don't even want you having that station anymore. So we have lost our main shipyard in Earth orbit. It just means it's time to put another one in medium Earth orbit. I'll go ahead and grab the freed up low one that has been freed up as well. We do have access to operations centers. We'll probably save that for putting around Mercury. That's pretty expensive. It is... Well, if we were investing heavily in economy, it would be worth grabbing some manufactories, I think. We're going to pass up because we're not really doing that yet. Solar Ray in. Admin node. Space dock. Solar array for a farm. And a layered defense. And we're going to put another solar array in. And this is the low Earth orbit. This is the Tianagon orbit. So we have the layer defense, the farm, the admin orb, and the space dock, so we can do refueling at the location. We probably want to put a skunk works in. And then the question is which... Back to Earth at this point, so let's flip over to Earth. So we've got military, we've got space, we've got some energy. Got space. Got Xeno. That's energy again. Got life. Got no info, but I'm not sure we have any info. It's gonna be the problem. Xeno science, space science, yeah. Social science. I think we have. Military, I think we have. Also not really worried about the military value on the things. Military research, again, not really that interested in. We'll grab materials research if we don't really have any. Lead boost. And then the... I don't think we have the upgrade to info science yet, so let's do a skunk works. A solar array. And then we'll toss in 2 of the info science labs, which I think we probably have the power to, that when we get the upgrade to them, immediately put those upgrades. Okay. And then in medium Earth orbit, this is our shipyard. Or will be our shipyard. So... solar array, solar array, solar array, solar array. I do like 4 shipyards on shipyards. Oh, and those need enough power that I do still need more power. Okay, that was positive. We want to be more than positive. Because we want to put a layer defense in. And I probably just have just about enough to put a farm in, so we'll put a farm in. Here we go. And to be fair, there's some possibility the aliens will continue to paddle us. We'll just see if they do that. Victor 17 coming to low Earth orbit. Or 174. To be fair, that could be the replacement surveillance one. Nope, there they go to Cordoba. So, yeah, they're going to continue to paddle our space stations. Not much we can do. We will accept. We will auto-resolve. Basically, well, we apparently actually did some outward damage. Outbound damage. Press engineering, alien small arms. If we were worried about them being on Earth, we could grab that. Okay.
Here's what we found.
Mission is a no-go.
Oop. That's gone. I must assign 2 people to it. It's, whoops. Does look like they're not coming for any of it other orbitals, so it looks like the paddling, at least in Earth orbit, is done for the moment. So which one did we lose? We've still got xenoscience, so not xenoscience. We still got social science. You're the doc. Oh, I may have lost energy. That's space, Xeno, military. Or maybe this was our other, like, low-level info one that needed upgrading as well. Energy, life, materials. Yeah, it was probably the next, or the other. Info science. Yes. So in which case we need to get power going, so that's the solar arrays. And it's the one I got a little space dock. Admin node. One layer defense in case we have to deal with some space debris. A skunk works and a farm. And then, yeah, probably just the 3 info sciences. And that isn't 3 power balls. Okay. We do believe there's still paddling coming into Mars, so we'll see how that goes. We're in January. March will get Hydra language. April's fleet combatants. And we apparently control these 2 for the moment. So that's good.
Where to?
Okay, let's get you raising public opinion. We don't really need it in China right now. We can happily run a unit in China. United States? Yeah, let's go United States.
Making our case.
Acknowledged.
We're working to stabilize China. Apparently the AI did manage to let wealth inequality get out of control, which is affecting cohesion. There. But we do need to run welfare at some point.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Up to 3 on the cohesion there. Over here. Yeah, if we can improve the cohesion back up to 3, we'll be golden. So I'm actually going to delay more welfare, or more environment. We're going to focus over to welfare. Try to fix the welfare problem. You were looking for untouchable, which is 150. You know, I will go ahead and save up for Crooked here, just so we can have that money sooner. I might save up for Famous. Because at least it'll give us more unity. Already got, what is it? Eminent? Is it gonna get replaced? Yeah, so the main, okay, it's gonna double the drawback over there, which is the double, gonna go from -2 to -4 espionage when being detected, but... And that's for detection purposes, not just everyday stuff. And then let's spend our money to quickly pick up the augments. Yep, so we're saving up for 40 there. Okay, so as we're going for 40 there, we might as well go for 40 on this one as well. Though, on this one it might make sense to pick up Untouchable before we grab Famous, just to make it... Yes, you know where we are, but don't touch us. Sort of stick. And then we're going to go Computer Scientist here, which is 64. slowly working through all the... Actually, I might actually be done with the augments. Unless I'm going to go loyalty, I am done with the tier 2 ones for the moment. Okay. So that's actually maybe an argument that we can slow down on spoiling. So let's, for example, stop spoiling China. And the United States. That way we can finish fixing those places. Trying to well, I suppose in some degree we are very rapidly raising the standard of living in the Caribbean states. As the GDP there has risen, GDPC has risen by $43 per capita already. Just the last month.
Offering support.
I have new information.
Okay, continue. You haven't told me what their loyalty is yet, so we can't target them. Return. Oh, interesting. Someone was detained. Okay, you've detained her. We can
Mission abort.
probably break her out.
Wrapping up here.
Order is returning.
The people will come to our side.
Our efforts didn't have any effect.
Standing by.
Okay. So I think we've... Presumably someone has the mission for... Extract Counselor. Here we go. We got 3 people to extract counselors, so it shouldn't be too hard. There's a command task, so let's go see if the command
Reporting
specialist has it.
Ready for orders.
And he does. Oh, no, that's not the command specialist. Whoops.
Your orders?
Yeah, the command specialist has it as well. So, 25 plus 6 local control is getting up to 46 before any modifiers. Joint security, 5.3. Nearby council security, okay. We'll kick them up to an 85% chance of success. So we'll get them out.
Reporting in.
Given the fact that she just got arrested, let's pick up a little bit more security on her. Make it a little bit harder for them to do it in the future. You're saving up for computer science of 64. Grab Crooked at 32, I think. And yeah, waiting for our Earth shipyard to be replaced, so we can rebuild that fleet.
Offering counsel.
And I suppose if it takes long enough, then we should probably
have
build a
got some
version with the
intel on our
Dendrop radiator.
target.
Okay, we now know the loyalty score, so when we get our turn person back, we will want to turn them. Settlement core done at Mooseburger. So do I have the upgraded mine? I think the answer is no. I have not researched the upgraded mine yet. Ah. I should get on that. Because, yeah, the whole point of doing this upgrade is so we can get more water, and, well, we don't have the mine upgrade. We can't get any more water. In the meantime, let's go ahead and put a fission reactor array down. And a admin node. So the admin node isn't a big bonus. It's 3% bonus to the HABS production. Granted, 3% of 78 water is a decent amount of water. And I believe that's 78 a month, right? So 3% of 78, is that more than 0.12? Probably. And then I might splurge and put a farm down. The farm is probably overkill. Right, we're basically going to pay water, or we're going to pay food. Well, no. Let me rephrase this a little better. We're paying power or we're paying money, right? Because we're basically going to remove the volatile water cost on the HAB. And then I need to get that mining upgrade. So hopefully we get that soon. We can probably do that after Hydra Language in March. Because I presumably have its winning. There we go. You're no longer in custody.
Mission abort.
Oh! And we didn't need to extract Counselor because they didn't intend on retaining control of her. Okay. Earth Luna L1. Oh. Oh dear, we want to attack this, but our stuff is not ready. Our stuff is not ready. Because our stuff is blown up. Okay.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
Things are cooling off.
Okay. So those are the docks finishing. Victor completes transfer. Crackdown in Kazakhstan, which is probably fine. If we really wanted that, we could probably take it back. Was that a crackdown on the crackdown point? I guess multiple people want to take a pound on us. Directed focus, we probably want that at some point. Some more docks finishing. We're probably not going to make use of that one. There's better ways to get monetary value out of space resources. Okay, so you want to get us info on the servants.
We'll bring them to our side.
Ready.
Go back to
We'll
disabling
make
China.
things safe.
Uh, 32 here, yeah. Burning spoils, we kind of wanted to be a little bit more effective. Well, I suppose technically it's not more effective, it's just cycles 10% faster. March coming up. Depending on how things change, that might be this cycle. It's probably actually beginning next cycle.
Lending my expertise.
I have new information.
We've gained
Probably
a
the last
new
cycle we
agent.
need to do, and it was.
Standing by.
Got ourselves a new agent. So to sack this person, I'm going to sack that persuasion 20 person. Imagine that hurting.
Violence is abating.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, and America is stable for now. The alien fleet has arrived at low Mars orbit. Here comes... I suspect will be the paddling over there. Here's Hydra language. So we did manage to move it forward into
Commander,
this
we're finally getting somewhere with our
agent
captive.
cycle. Getting somewhere with our captive. The Ghosts have compiled enough data from the captive to establish sort of a Hydra Rosetta Stone by listening to the aliens' clicking noises and comparing to every recorded instance of alien audio we have. And measuring against the filtration readouts, the team believes their system is 70-80% accurate. Okay. Unfortunately, we can approximate the auditory component of the Hydra language. Okay. So, now we can do an actual interrogation of the thing. That's going to get delayed while I get the mines going. Did I not? Mine? This is better yield. Mobile space. Okay, let's check our mining techs. Pretty sure I've unlocked the prerequisites. Mine. Outpost mining complex. Wait. We have that researched. Why was it not letting me... Or, no, is it settlement I'm thinking of? Is settlement. Okay, so let's go find settlement. Assuming I forgot to check market, but there, yeah, we did. So yeah, we want this. We want this like now. So we select that project. It'll be done in March. This March. This upcoming March, we're in February, so 2 cycles we'll have our mining complex upgrade. Cops and robbers. Two of them just have to put up with it till we save the world. Can put someone behind bars as a treat. Anti-alien. Not anti-alien. Wax poetically about the new world we're creating, where this won't matter anymore. Or have the two of them work together to catch some even worse scum. Allowed when we don't have the buddy movie effect. And when this counts as investigation attributes, it's above 15. Cop and robbers buddy movie 1. Work together to catch a notorious criminal kingpin. Okay.
On the way to the target site.
At your service.
Oh, we know there's some xenoforms running around apparently. We're just like, yeah, they're there. In theory, we're passing an intel on to Humanity First, so if we're just patient enough, Humanity First will probably deal with them for us.
I will tell our story.
What's the up? We'll turn down
Go
the
stabilize in Mexico. Year 132. I think I'll up security a little bit before we grab Untouchable. Because Untouchable before gives us +3. Let's go up and get up to like 20 before we go for the Untouchable +3. The one where we're specifically waiting for Untouchable at this point, we've already got 22, right? So we hit that 150. It'll cap us out. Security on that counselor. March and April, okay. And then when does our docks get finished? I think it's this station, yeah. Shipyard, 8th of April. 27th of April. Yeah, so we probably just want to delay it until we can do the new sort of generation of ships in late April. Otherwise, we'll end up having the ships build, and as soon as they come off the production lines being obsolete, need to be upgraded. Target the captive. Yeah, we probably want to do that at some point. Not super rushed to doing that, I think.
Offering assistance.
Cops and Robbers, buddy movie. See what they can dig up on their own. Request a few favors. So they get the most XP if they succeed. If we let it do it on their own. If we pay some influence, it like increases the probability, but they don't get as much XP. Deploy the faction's full resources to assist in the endeavor. Allowed because the sum of the counselor's investigation attribution is at least 60. Okay. But I don't have the money for this option. And unlike Old World, which we were playing yesterday, I can't rearrange our resources to get the inputting. So I can't just summon the money from the void to press this button. So I think this is a scenario where we go with this one. It'll immediately unlock event number 2. Because we won't fail this one. Okay. And apparently we're not getting paddled at Mars. So the aliens arrived and decided they didn't want to actually harm us anymore. Okay. Okay, so the servants are stealing from us. I probably should send people to ground at some point just to
Our efforts
make
didn't
that a
have
little
any
bit harder.
effect.
We've moved the needle.
Violence is abating.
Public opinion remains unmoved.
Okay. That's the cores finishing. Welfare priority. We are doing quite a bit of welfare, so then we probably do want to grab that fairly early.
We found something.
Because that'll help with fixing China and the United States faster. Admin tower, yeah, we're gonna want that. It's the tier 2 version of the control point stuff we're putting low Earth. Okay. Up to 4. Still trying to get up to 5.
I'm here.
Okay, let's send everyone to ground. Assuming we can.
Initiating deep cover.
Acknowledged. Going into hiding.
Where to? Standing by.
I'm here.
At your service.
So we're going to do a little bit less
Ready to
science for this counselor cycle, because we're not going to be advising in the United States.
Going silent.
Reporting in. Initiating deep cover.
Here's anyone from the 64. Okay, you know the 150.
Going off the grid.
Munitions depot blast. A large explosion has happened in the ammunition depot near Nanning. The resulting fires were extinguished in a few hours. Our assessment damage took place. It appears substantial quantities of ammunition was seemingly destroyed by the blast. Substantial that some Chinese defense officials suspect this was the work of Lower Guinean operatives. So we lose Miltech. We lose Miltech in cohesion. We're conduct a full investigation of the blast, and if it was an accident, we lose the Miltech. If it was not, we don't lose the Miltech. I'm not too worried about losing the Miltech. Let's actually try to gain a little bit of the cohesion in China.
Initiating deep cover.
Evading pursuit. Going off the grid.
Going into hiding.
Going off the grid.
There's fleet combatants. We'll put the slot back on working with alien tech, I think. Do we want exotic materials next? Or we can do something like alien computers. Mission control. Damage from alien weapons. Yeah, let's work on the exotics. Again, settlement mining complex is coming along. Okay. It's kind of already open, so didn't need to really have it open. Info Science Research Center makes sense. Same thing with Admin Tower. So that would raise the bonus from 3 to 5. I think that jumps the control points from 4 to 12 as well. And then I'll take a quick scroll through here to see if there's any ones I missed. Could not have missed. I think that's a no. So let's go ahead and pick up. Yeah, we'll pick up the research center. Because we have places where we can do that upgrade right away as soon as that's done. And then we do have that one Mars base. So this is going to, in the short run, cost us resources. Because while the mine is upgrading, we don't get the benefits of the mine. On the other hand, the upgrade is fairly short in time. It's only an 80-day short. So we're going to lose 3 months of income, so it's about 220, 225-ish water that we're going to lose. But in exchange, we're going to get 50% more. So we're going to lose about 3 months, and then in 6 months, it will have broken even at that point. Yeah, if we're upgrading, I might as well do the full upgrade. So we'll upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. Okay. Yeah, and that's costing us something like 3 water a day. In the long run, that will be good. In the short run, that's costing us. Asking us to join them in a war. Please no. Join us in a war. Please no. Ships of the line, the Lancer and the Dreadnought. We're not going to run off to those anytime soon. Even when we're thinking about the colony ship, yeah, the colony ship's going to be slow. It's going to be glacial. It's going to be fuel efficient, so it's going to be able to go places, but it's going to be slow. Because we don't have any drives to provide transport, if anything, that large. We're the 17th of April, so we're going to go at least 1 cycle here.
Where do you need me?
Before we build some ships. Let's actually go ahead. National policy in China. We'll get China to be actually
Heading
at
to the
peace.
capital.
I'm here.
Send you investigating
Initiating
people.
surveillance.
Ready for my mission.
you want to go back to advising in America.
I will help them.
Standing by for orders.
Okay, they got to defend there. They don't in Mongolia, so let's just roll into Mongolia and just purge Mongolia back.
Removing
Because we can.
our enemies.
Acknowledge.
If you want to go around stabilizing big nations like China,
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Where do you
you
need
can do small nations, say Mexico. Mexico is probably the most beneficial one to do, yeah. Oh no, you don't have stabilize. You have destabilized. We could destabilize all this, but we're not going to do that. Do public campaign, say Mexico. Sure.
making our case?
And the advise mission might generate enough revenue or enough
Letting my
research.
expertise.
That tin droplet will finish this counselor cycle? Yeah. Cops and Robbers, Buddy Movie 2. Conduct the elaborate plot to create an opening and assassinate the target from afar. 53% chance we succeed. Lead a full-scale assault to take the target down personally. 82% chance success. Deploy the secret weapon into the complex ventilation shaft. We don't have Parasite Mastery, so we can't do that one. Or simply bombard the site similarly from orbit. We don't have an orbital fleet. So I think leading the assault here is going to be the way to go. It's a bit of a shame we can't take the sites. And we got the successful result.
Surveillance complete.
Target's identity works for the Academy. Okay.
Things are stabilizing.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
That station has now come online. We can start ship construction. We're going to wait 5 days and build the new generation ships, I think is what we're going to do.
Mission complete.
Oh, China is now at peace. Okay. And we're not going to declare any war, so we'll cancel. Thought we were maybe still at war, and we were not. Thought I had one more piece to still sign. Information leak. Focus on safeguarding the agents. Pay influence, gain ops. Pay ops, gain influence, or issue a standard policy. Or the traitor must be executed. We're not extremists enough to do that. Let's pay the ops. We got plenty of ops, and I'm not spending them super aggressively. There's tin droplet radiator, so we're going to open that up, get a new research in the queue. So for this one, let's work on maybe the Marines. We can be taking Habs. Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Marines. Or, well, if we're thinking colony ship, maybe I should set the colony ship stuff up. Platform outpost. You know, the sauce at the top. So this is the 4 that we've got. We've got solar platform, solar outpost, fission outpost, fission platform. Okay. Platform, I think, is base. Presumably why it's lighter. And then outpost is probably ground. Small power base construction module on the surface of the body. Small solid power space station. Yeah. Replenished by resupplying the ship. Okay. So we probably want both of those. If no other reason, I think they unlock size 2. And we're going to go inward first. Though first I will grab mobile space. Basically, the way we're going to move to Mercury is I want to research the Global Tech Mercury as the colony ship is arriving. So we can basically scan, set up a claim right away. So we'll work on the mobile space. Let's get into ship design. So it's time to improve our ship classes. So let's start with our Trenchant Block 4 class. These guys are the guys that we've been using as our main monitors. We haven't changed the drive. The drive is still the same. We haven't changed the power plant. The power plant's still the same. Radiator's the same, or the battery's the same. Radiator's where we've got an upgrade. Nanotube is out. Tin droplet is in. So right now we weigh 4.6 thousand tons. Dropping that in is saving us a lot less weight than I was expecting. It's saving us a whole 30 tons. To be fair, the light bulb is a... No, this is a closed cycle engine. I was expecting it probably to be an open cycle one if we were not saving as much weight. What's the big jump here? We're dropping from 153 to 125. I suppose the vulnerability is also dropping, so this is a little bit less likely to be blown up in combat. Okay. The other big change we are doing... Oh, apparently we're running the old targeting computer. So we'll run the new targeting computer. That doesn't really change the weight, but it's an improvement. Weapons are saying the same, nodes aren't saying the same. Armor. So armor is going to be a place where you can reasonably expect a pretty big change. So again, 463, or 4.6. The rear does not really make a big difference, though it did save us almost 30 tons. The side probably will make a pretty big difference, even though it's only one armor rating, where it saved us almost 600 tons. And then the front will be pretty big. There we are, down to 3.7. We could do an example transfer. Let's see the medium Earth orbit to International Space Station. And there we go. So we're estimated to get there in 4.9 hours with the current fuel. Yeah, 4.9 hours is what we're doing. And we're pulling a combat acceleration of 1G. With enemy team armor, tin droplet radiators, targeting computers, and the light bulb. Hopefully not too bad. So we'll save that design. And then come over to ship class. So 4 is out, 5 is in. Major savings of about almost 900 tons on the ship, which pretty much makes it faster. For the same sort of speed, it's going to be a little more fuel efficient. And then we do similar on the escort. This one's open cycle, so the radiator is probably not going to make much of a difference here. In fact, I think the radiator made it a little bit heavier. And then targeting computer, and then the armor, we upgrade the armor. A little bit on the rear, pretty big difference on the side, and decent thing up front. Okay. And yeah, with the burner drive, we could technically get there on one tank for 5.2, 5.2 hours, or 2 with 4.4. Apparently 2 is going to be the way to go. So this is definitely a lot more fuel efficient. We're getting away with the 2-tank thing, providing more tubes. Basically the cost, of course, of the ship. We'd have to build more of these ships, right? And they're not necessarily all that much more resistant to incoming fire. Yeah, go back to ship classes. That is our ships. Maybe from a mission control standpoint, we'd actually be better off with Block 2, or the Amphitryon over the Tetrarch. Tetrarch was good before we had the burner drive, I think. So we might want to go quantity over quality, at least for a short bit. Just to save on some fuel for Earth defense. The flip side of that is build times, right? So you're in Earth. Actually, for the moment, only show Earth. I only want to care about Earth for the moment. So we got a lot of small space stocks. So you build in 65 days in the space stock, or 55 in the shipyard. So I suppose I could actually do a mix, just to get these built quicker. So let's go ahead and we'll build the bigger ships at the shipyards. So we'll build 4 of those, and then we'll build like 8 of the little ones. To be fair, from a mission control standpoint, 8 of the little ones is the same as 4 of the large ones. You know, I'll go all the way up to 10. If we're splitting the fleet combat side, or half and half with the aliens, that means we'd have 15, they'd have 15. Some of these small early game battles, that might actually be fairly plausible. So going for 14 ships isn't too bad. We probably don't want to go over 15. We're probably better to go a little bit more quality over quantity for over 15. And that's where the monitors come in that the escorts can't really compete with.
We've removed some threats.
And we took back Mongolia. Did we need Mongolia back? No. But we did. We took it back. Funding. Work in the environment there, please. Okay, one thing I might do is try to improve welfare quicker in the United States. We're up to 3. Oh, I thought we were high. Well, actually, that's because we might have not been improving relations as much in the United States, or public opinion in the United States, which helps with cohesion. Yeah, let's think about some direct investment. So if we were to direct invest in a bunch of welfare, never mind, that's just incredibly expensive. 5.1k per tick. Now, granted, the tick here is like 1 investment point. So on welfare, that is 1 payout for us. But to really do what we need, and we need quite a bit of it, I think we need to get down like very low. Yeah, we probably want to go down like very low. We probably want, what? We want like 100 ticks. Yeah, we want like 100 ticks. So 500,000. Okay, we're not going to pay for that. I suppose if I needed money, we could be doing direct investment. Environment's not too bad if we're paying money, or we can do funding. We can turn influence into funding. And America is probably one of the places where we want to do funding, so it's 16 a year there. China is also 16 a year. And it costs more influence at China. Okay, given that presumption, let's do some funding increases in the United States. Like so. I forgot. Well, actually, we did 70 there, so 70 times 16. Decent amount. More income. And then we can start doing stuff with income later on. Iron Hand is 40. Probably don't need Iron Hand. You probably just want security. Could grab affluent as well. Yeah, let's grab the security. And we'll grab affluent just because it's there. Prosperous. Unless there's some other stuff behind Prosperous, it's probably not worth leveling that up much more. Untouchable's nice. Could save it for Wealthy. We're not going to. It's too expensive. Not enough reward. Probably go some security here. Oh, we can remove Indulgent. Let's remove Indulgent. And we'll work towards security after that. You're going to need 20 to invest in anything. You're 20 to invest in anything. Probably a little more security before we go untouchable. We're saving up the 64 for Chief Scientist here. Okay. And looking at the time, this is probably a good place to put a part break in. So if you're watching on YouTube, there will be another part up tomorrow, assuming nothing goes wrong. Because we're going to try to record 2 more parts tonight. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. This is going to be the midstream break where I could go get a new cup of the old standard English tea, which is black tea, some sugar, and milk. I may use one of the artificial sweeteners I have instead of sugar, but basically the standard English tea. So until the next part, I wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part, and bye for now.